go into the mall because I find, sadly, and I find sadly to say, the mall is comforting to me. It is. There's something about if I was born and raised in an era when malls were first built, and I was an angry kid, and I said, "This is sick." And now, as an elderly person, I go, "Wow, this is nice." It's always the same. It's always nice. Maybe there's a sale. And at least they have a public restroom and keep it clean. I see the lack of a laugh. That's the kind of shit that pisses me off. That kind of like, oh, Mr. Black, how terrible. Just because I said it's sad, you don't have to fucking lock into it. Okay? And I apologize to who's ever out there that heard the word. We'll make a call and they'll shut you down. Oh, no, you heard what he said. He said that word. So that's kind of what that was, and I watch the Super Bowl every year because it's important. Those are like the things that get me through. I walk around every time I'm in a mall. I walk around the cologne section at the men's department. I do. Okay? Go home and think about that. Right? Oddly, for some reason, that gives me comfort. And I think it's because it says everything I need to know about my country. Because that is truly what my generation left as a gift. The only thing that my generation I can tell is left as a gift is the triumph of style over content. That's what came out of the 60s. God, you create the perfect package and they will follow you anywhere. That's all. That's all that's there. That's all a cologne place is. It's it. It's just the package. It doesn't even matter what's in it. Look sometime. The women's shit, spectacular. So, that's what sustains me is those small rituals. Faith came when initially when my brother passed away, and I absolutely felt him in the room. No ifs, ands, or buts. Nothing. I'd come after, and I was not there when he expired. I just missed it. I just missed him, and I felt like he was there, and I didn't feel. I mean, I'm looking at his body, and I'm not having any of the reactions I would have thought I would have had, or which when it went through my mind, because we knew he was dying, and that was the beginning of it. And I've had a ton of experiences since that have, that not a ton, but enough that that are in the book. That were things I went, well, I can't explain. I can't explain that. I can't explain his presence over a period of time until I felt, that I felt like I could move on. That's insane, and certainly not something. Jews don't teach you that. They don't. There's nothing. I didn't go to temple and they went, well, when they went death, that was like, death, and that's it. Okay, I'm glad we can wrap it up. I guess that cologne section really was the one. I have no editing equipment from here, so if something seems strange, realize, that's right, I have the microphone.
I'm just holding it for the elevator.
Okay.
Thank you for your insanity throughout the years.
Talk into it then.
It's not on. Oh, now it is.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Thank you for your insanity. I deeply appreciate it through the years. You are the best ever.
It's nice to see that warm Pasadena welcome. Thank you. Best ever, and you're back there. I was really big on Jerry Lewis. He's so kind.
Other than the autism that you helped promote, do you talk about and the disease that your brother died of as well?
In terms of, she asked basically what charities I'm involved with, and I work with Autism Speaks, which is I became involved with because Robert Smigel's son, Robert Smigel is the guy who created Triumph the Insult Dog. And that's funny stuff. And but he got me involved in that. As far as my brother, I send money to cancer research, but I'm not. There are a lot of bigger honchos involved in those. So I basically sustained a scholarship fund in his name with a group of called the 52nd Street Project in New York, and then in the next couple of years, the next 5 years, it's a group of kids who were mentored by people in the theater, which I've always thought is the sickest thing I've ever heard. There's a group of friends of mine who passed away, and we're going to name the theater after them. So I'm presently involved in raising funds for that. Cystic Fibrosis Foundation I became involved in because they had no clue as to what they were getting. They literally got a hold of me 15 years ago. This is before anyone had any interest in me whatsoever. None. And you live here? This is where you live now?
Well,
this is where you live? Seriously? Well, that explains a lot. It's a friend of mine, and it was freaky to just see him there, because I know him from New York, but I've never seen him here, and now I feel strange. There's too many memories there. It's all the vodka we ever had together just went through my system. I worked with them. I started working with them, and they literally didn't know me, and I started doing it, and they kind of asked me to do something, and I did it, and I didn't panic them, and they really hung. And nobody was coming even close to me at that point to do any kind of work with any kind of charity or benefits. And so I've been working with them for 15 years, and those are the main ones I've been working with.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I know you had a busy day today, with the congressional hearings with McClellan, with the guys up there. What's your comment on the political thing about that and what's going on today?
What happened today? Because literally they kept me away from television.
Oh,
Seriously, I'm serious. I didn't get to see anything.
Well, they made a thing. They had him on Capitol Hill. And he was explaining his book to the people who can't read.
Oh, McClellan was there?
Yeah.
McClellan's a dick. Okay? The lesson you learned from Scott McClellan was they said, wow, when he was really worked for the administration, he was an asshole. And now he's working, in a sense, for those of us who kind of realized for quite some time what was wrong with the administration. And now he's working on our side, and he's still an asshole. That's an extraordinary thing to watch. You think, wow. And even now, he's like talking for our side, and I'm like, you're still a dick.
I'm just wondering, which member of the Bush administration would you have as the root of all evil next? Are you going to pick one?
Which member of the Bush administration will be on the root of all evil next? What I wanted to do, we've got 10 more shows coming, and we start shooting them in about 5 days, or about actually a couple of weeks. And I wanted to do just Democrats versus Republicans. And that has been changed